gorilla stomping in a zoo. Check the vocals, animals gather right.
Hey everybody, and welcome back for another video. So as you may notice, I'm sitting on a pile of new lumber. I went out yesterday to our local Home Depot and picked up a very nice sized chunk of cedar pieces. And what we're going to be using this cedar for is, as done in previous videos, we're going to make some more raised garden beds. And the reason for that is our current 2 raised garden beds, we've kind of outgrown them a little bit, pardon the pun. So we're going to expand with 2 more garden beds so that we can have more variety in what we're actually growing here. So yesterday was a bit of a shocker, I'm going to be honest, okay? When I went to Home Depot, I went to the cedar wood section, started looking at what I needed, right? My 1x6s, 2x4s, and 4x4 posts. And all of a sudden I had this weird feeling, like, am I in the wrong section? This doesn't feel right. The prices I'm seeing on these tags are not really jiving with what was in my head as to what the price should be. Now, any of you know, if you've been doing projects over the past year, the price of lumber has definitely gone up. But it's kind of always been a bit of a footnote for you to say, okay, yeah, since the pandemic, prices are higher. But I finally got a number value to put with that feeling, okay? So I have, as a result of a little bit of pack ratting maybe, I have my receipts from when I bought cedar last year when we initially did the Mother's Day garden bed for my wife. So that is dated May the 10th, 2020. And I'm just going to give you an example now. So a 5/4 by 6 by 8 decking plank that we're going to use, cedar, back in May of 2020 was $11.40. The price I paid yesterday for a 5/4 by 6 by 8 plank, $24.16. So that's over double, obviously, if you're keeping up with the numbers. Alright, another example. A 2x4 by 8 of cedar last year was $10.40 for a 2x4 by 8. What I paid yesterday, $18.25 per piece. Alright, and the prices went on. Yesterday I paid $42.14 for a cedar post, 4x4 by 8 cedar post for the corners of the raised garden bed. So on average, you know, let's average it out, we'll say prices have doubled since we did this last year, which is absolutely bonkers. Alright, that's an unreal amount for the prices to go up as a result of what? Supply and demand, I guess. Or maybe it's just a result of greed. You make the call. Either way, I kind of had to come down to a decision. Will I pay this price now, or will I hope that prices settle back down? And I figure with spring being here, anyone and everyone who's going to be doing projects, they're probably going to be going in and getting wood. So I don't see the price going down at least till spring is over. I may be wrong, I may be right, but I decided to bite the bullet and get my lumber now for these 2 raised garden beds. I kind of joked with my wife and said, I'm going to need to see a mortgage broker in order to get out of the store. And I'll tell you now, for 2 raised garden beds, along with some decking screws and a bit of wood glue, I paid $1,450 for this lumber yesterday. So we'll call it even $1,400. So that's about $700 per raised garden bed. Whereas when I did this last year, it was around that $375, $400 mark. So, you know, you're not imagining things. Apparently I'm not imagining things. The price of lumber has skyrocketed. So plan ahead for your projects. Expect to be, you know, a little bit shocked by the sticker prices in there now. And really decide how important the project is to you. As for us, our own food sustainability and and enjoyability and hobbying and all that stuff was definitely, for me, worth the price to pay to get this project underway right now. So, but we all have to make personal decisions on that level. So at least I gave you a couple of numbers so that you know what to expect if you're going out to get some lumber building supplies for your project. So as far as what today's video is going to be, we'll kind of see as we go. My first plan was to just get this wood cut into the lengths that I need for the project, and whether or not I do any assembly on top of that is yet to be seen. But my main goal here is just to do my cuts and then have the wood ready for assembly when I get to doing that. But if motivation stays high, we'll see what happens. It's a beautiful day outside. It's about 13 degrees Celsius. We are expecting rain later in the day, evening, and overnight, so hopefully we don't get cut short by the rain while I'm out cutting, and we'll see where it takes us. Alright, so that's the first little opening ramble done for you guys. Hope you're still hanging on there, but we're going to kick into some setting up the miter saw and getting this wood laid out and cut, and then we'll have that much done. So we'll see you outside. Alright, so now that I got the miter saw set up, I'm going to just go straight into doing my cuts. You can see my previous videos on making these raised garden beds for exact measurements, so I'm not going to really get into that. I really just want to kind of hammer out a bunch of cuts today, get my lengths and cut list done, and possibly go into assembly, but no promises on that part. So that's about it. We're just going to start doing some cuts. Come along with me, and hopefully it won't take too long. Alright everybody, so that concludes our cuts for today. Unfortunately not going to make it to any assembly as the weather seems to be closing in slowly but surely. So I'm just going to get all this put away into the shed and it'll be ready for assembly. We could even do that inside the shed on a poor day if needed. So that'll conclude today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was just a short one to update you guys on what's going on. So until next video, hope you're happy, hope you're healthy, take care of each other, and peace out.